Now to the arrest that began with State Senator Edgar Flores seemingly asleep behind the wheel. Police arrested him on suspicion of DUI. News 3's Georgia Costa spoke to a local attorney for a look at what conditions could lead to a DUI arrest in Nevada. George?
Yeah, Marie, yesterday, Las Vegas Metro Police released details of State Senator Edgar Flores' toxicology report. And while police say that the senator's blood alcohol content was just above that legal limit at 0.82%, this local attorney that I spoke with tells me that there's many factors that play a role in these DUI cases, but says that the tests aren't always 100% reliable.
So for a breath test, there's going to be a margin of error. And that margin of error could be as slight as 0.0005 or 0.002. So he's right on the cusp of the margin of error.
Recent officer body-worn camera video released by Metro Police shows the September 12th arrest of Nevada State Senator Edgar Flores. And while police initially encountered Senator Flores asleep at the wheel,
subject is passed out in the vehicle. The vehicle is in drive. He has his foot on the brake. We're going to try to make contact with him.
Local attorney Chandon Alexander, owner of Spartacus Law Firm, says even while Senator Flores' team says the senator was tired after having a long day consisting of work, community events, evening exercise, and a late dinner, he says being in control of a vehicle while under suspicion of drugs, alcohol, or even prescription medication could still constitute a DUI.
It wouldn't be an excuse then that you pulled over, or a safety harbor provision that applies in some states does not apply in the same way in the state of Nevada. The issue would be are you in physical control of the vehicle?
Now, Alexander says part of the reason those safety provision laws do not exist in Nevada is due to having stricter DUI laws. But in addition to having stricter protocols, he says when it comes to prosecuting these types of cases, the courts look at several varying factors.
Are the keys in the ignition? Is the engine running? Are the lights on? The courts are going to look at the totality of the circumstances to determine whether that person is in actual physical control of the vehicle. It would be much less likely that you would be deemed to be in physical control of the vehicle if you're in the passenger seat or the back seat.
Now, Alexander says during a suspected DUI stop, officers will also look for certain triggers, such as odor, slurring words, and a driver's overall interaction with that officer. However, Alexander says while the tests are deemed reliable in court, he says they may not always be 100% effective.
There aren't scientific studies that show that these tests actually show or demonstrate that someone is actually impaired. Fatigue could be mistaken for some of those elements, but it would be much less likely.
Now, Alexander says that the first two offenses for DUIs are considered misdemeanors. Now, he does say for the third offense, that would be considered a felony with jail time needing to be served. Now, Senator Flores is scheduled to appear in court on January 12th. We're now reporting live from Metro Headquarters, Georgia Costa News 3.
George, thank you.